Nice sunny day. Alright, welcome to Firearms of America. Another episode of Amateur Hour today. In this episode, I'm going to be building an observation post. Somewhere in the woods, as stealthy as possible, but no tools. So it's going to be a very basic observation post. Quite easy to spot when you're pretty close. But I'm going to be addressing the threat. The target is going to be, I'll try to get it as much distance as possible. And I'm thinking it's going to be about 50, maybe 60, possibly 60 meters. Because that's all I can get on this property to shoot safely with a berm behind the target. Okay, so for the purposes of this video, in order to build the observation post, I'm going to use a couple of things. Besides, obviously, the natural foliage and whatever I can find in the woods. I'm gonna use the sandbaggies. Gonna be fun trying to fill this up without any tools. Not looking forward to that. But yes, the sandbaggies, quite cheap. I think like 50-60 bucks on Amazon for a package of 100 of them. And yeah, you can build quite a lot of things with 100 of these. So we'll see how that goes without the shovel. And then a small roll of a camo net. And I'll put all the links in the description below. So this should be very helpful. Alright. So another thing that I'm going to be testing as part of this video. Oh yeah, one of the things I'm going to be testing as part of this video is my new ear protection. Yeah, excited for that. See how I'll be able to shoot with that. I don't have any comms on it, so I'll still have everything plugged in. But yes, one important thing I'm going to be testing in this video is my new scope that I have on the rifle. It is Vortex Razor Gen 3, and yes, as you can see, I have my rifle wrapped more or less. So that's another thing. I want to see how visible the shape of the rifle is going to be sticking out compared to the woods and the background that the woods provide. Another thing that I'm going to be testing as part of this little made up objective is how much muzzle flash I have with my new muzzle brake device, and it is Surefire Flash hider. We'll see how that does. I do have a video of me, and you've probably seen it, shooting from the corner of the house, and you can see quite a lot of flash. So we'll see how that does. Okay, so let's go and try to fill up the sandbaggie without a shovel. Sandbaggie without a shovel. Fun stuff. Where's this will? There's a way. One more. And one is done. Not too shabby. Wait. There you go. Now one is done. I'll do a few more. Hopefully like 6 or 7 or 8 of these gonna be enough. Okay, so got 8 sandbags ready to go. Takes about, I'd say, less than 2 minutes. If you have good resources, if you got a good soil that is easy to grab on. It was raining for the past few days here, so it's very workable. So less than 2 minutes, if that's what you have by hand. Obviously with a shovel it's gonna be like 15 seconds per bag, so it really doesn't take any time. Okay, time to do some workout and take all the stuff up there somewhere. Let's do it. All right, all the building blocks for this objective, all the building blocks for this objective are in place. Well, not exactly, but they're here. So now it's time to build an observation post. So my target, yes, that target right there is going to be placed down there so that there is a natural berm behind it when I shoot it downhill, just in case if I miss, so that the round is stopped. So I need to build it somewhere here or further there. So let me do some spot shopping and we'll see what works. All right, nothing like a walk in the woods. So, I think I might have a pretty good spot. As you can see, there's already a natural kind of barrier going on here. So I'll place my sandbags over here and it should be a nice cover. Topped with the camo net. Should be good to go. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so let's see what it looks like from the road. The target is going to be set up over there. I'm going to use a rangefinder to see just how far I can get the target the safest way possible. The safest, furthest distance possible. So, I didn't mention in the beginning, but really, you don't need the sandbags. The sandbags, the purpose of the sandbags is if you want to also make a ballistic cover for yourself. Just in case if your position is exposed, and obviously most likely it will be when you start shooting, you have something to stop those rounds. Another good thing to keep in mind when you're setting up your observation post or security point is the escape plan. Now, escape plan for me is as good really as it can be, because it goes right there into the thick deep woods, which is great. All right, let's go see what it looks like from the road. Target's in place, and yeah, I can't really see anything, but I will have a camera set up over here, some of the shots, just to see how much of the flash is visible. Okay, let's do some shooting. So the target's in place. It's not visible from here, but according to the rangefinder, it's just over 60 meters, like 62 something. It is quite visible. So I have a camera set up on the other end to see how much of the flash I have, how much of the visibility there is from over there. I mean, visually you can tell, but like this, me sitting right now and talking, I'll later check the footage and we'll see how it looks. So let's do some shooting. I fresh painted the target So it's gonna be the group is gonna be nicely visible. So we will check the capabilities of the Vortex Razor Gen 3 as well as the Surefire Flash. Time to get Camouflage to the best of my ability. Got a hit. Got a hit. Hit. Alright, let's play around with position. See if I can get him better. Ooh, that's a lot better. Did I just mess up my cover? Okay, target acquired. Alright. So the good news is I have absolutely no problems hitting the target thanks to the scope. I mean, before with my previous configuration it would have been impossible, but with this it's like nothing. Not so good news is that I'm all tangled up, as you can see, in this camo net. So yeah, here's a good advice directly from a made-up objective. If you want to be more efficient with the camo net, get rid of the NVG mount. You don't need it anyway, unless you're shooting at night. There you go. So that was the culprit. Okay, let's take a look at the group, because I think that's where the good news really are. All right, it's a moment of truth. Moment of truth. Yeah, there you go. There's the group. Not too shabby. So I was aiming as much as possible in the center of the target to make sure I hit it. But yeah, would never be able to do that with 60 plus meters with my previous configuration, which was just a regular red dot. It was a Romeo 5 XDR 6-hour. It's pretty good red dot, but for AR-15 capabilities, the distance that you can shoot, obviously the red dot just doesn't do its justice. So low powered variable optic like this Vortex is definitely a huge update. Okay, all right, so God bless everyone. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you didn't, I apologize for wasting your time. But I did find it quite helpful for myself, because now I know for sure the camo net does provide a pretty good coverage. I still have to see the footage, and I'm also going to do the drone right now and try to see, because there is an open spot between the trees, to see how it looks from the aerial. But yeah, it feels good to know that I can hit the target no problem at 60 plus meters now with this scope, so that's definitely good news. A few problems that I found with my kit: the ear protection works absolutely fantastic, no problems at all. With weapon manipulation, the only thing I found a problem with is the positioning again of the push to talk. So I'll have to work on that and see if I can do a better job. And then of course I had a lot of problem, as you've seen, with the net getting tangled up everywhere. So perhaps I'm gonna do some research on you know, kit specific nets that are available. I don't remember what they're called, but they have them specifically for scrim, I think. Scrim, that's what they're called, for the helmet, and then for the shoulders, so that basically your silhouette, your easily identifiable humanly silhouette, is not as visible. And then of course for the face, either balaclava multicam or face paint. I'll play with that. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. If you have any suggestions or recommendations, I always appreciate those in the comments. God bless. See you later.